Got his feet tangled up.
Coming. Battle for the rebound, and Williams gets it. And the Blazers turn the ball over for a second time on a poor outlet pass.
That's twice now that Terry Cummings has gotten Buck Williams to get up in the air. But on that replay there, just a little bit of over-anxiousness on the Blazers to get out of the break. They want to be in a running game. The Spurs are not that good a running team compared to the Trailblazers.
Robinson.
Nice move with the left hand. Moving to his right, bringing the ball right back into Duckworth, who's unable to block the shot there.
David has 4. Kevin has 4. Spurs lead by 3. 7:45 left first quarter. Kersey, first shot, good.
Kersey with the quick shot, just came right off the pick and nailed the jumper.
Both teams shooting well. Blazers 6 of 11, Spurs 5 of 8, and now 6 of 9. First basket for Maurice Cheeks, and every player is in the scorebook now except the man with the ball, Terry Porter.
Little sloppy with the ball handling there. Porter thought that Kersey was popping out, but Kersey was going back door at the time.
Willie Anderson inside and scores.
Great drive. The big man has to step up on that when the guy comes down the middle.
Spurs offense has been extremely productive. Kevin again. Rebound Kersey. Reset. Clyde for 3. Rebound again, Buck Williams. Portland reloads. Duck, doubled.
3 seconds. You got to make that play right when you get the ball.
And we have a timeout. 6:41 left opening quarter. San Antonio leading Portland by 5.
Take the 15-foot jumper every time. Hey, maybe take a dribble or two to the hoop and try to dunk it and get a foul on Robinson early here.
In the last month, he's taken a lot of his offensive game out away from the basket, Bill. He says part of that is because Buck Williams likes that low block.
Well, there's 2 sides to the floor.
Buck Williams. And a holding foul is called on San Antonio. It'll be Terry Cummings, and that's the first foul on the Spurs.
Terry loves to reach in a lot. As a defensive player in there, he gets caught. Not much of a foul, but enough to knock the ball away, and Nunez had to call the foul.
Almost midway through the opening quarter. Spurs by 5. Kevin with the left hand.
Offensive foul. Good call by Ronnie Nunn, the official. Duckworth throwing the right elbow into Robinson, trying to get the good position. He's here. Right there, he could have driven into the middle, but didn't. There, he throws out the arm. Robinson, with his arm straight up, draws the foul.
Blazers' 5th turnover. Spurs have only 1.
Here's Robinson down low for the first time. Nice drive.
Foul is called. Looks like the strategy is to bring a lot of help for Kevin, and Buck Williams is the man who's primarily coming to help.
Looked like traveling to me. I would have called traveling. It's very, very difficult to play one-on-one defense in the low post, particularly against a player as talented as Robinson, one who can shoot from the perimeter and drive and jump and dunk and do everything like that. So, yeah, the Blazers will bring a lot of people down to help Kevin Duckworth, because one thing that neither team can afford, particularly the Blazers, though more so than the Spurs, they cannot allow Duckworth to get in foul trouble.
6 points for David Robinson. Spurs have their largest lead at 7.
There's Buck Williams in low.
Doubled and will back off. And now the shot and score by Buck Williams.
Got a beautiful matchup with Buck Williams and Terry Cummings. They'll be battling all night long.
5.5 minutes left opening quarter. 19-14 Spurs. Portland has won 10 of 11.
Great pass.
Maurice Cheeks, your kind of play.
That's the way you play basketball. Hey, Friday night in the Memorial Coliseum, let's get it on.
Pass and cut.
Let's send some cutters through the lane. Cummings would like to front Buck Williams down there. Here's Drexler going one-on-one.
Clyde. Rebound to San Antonio. Sean Elliott.
Portland's having a little bit of trouble getting into some good offensive sets. Missed the back door there.
Terry. Sean Elliott. Easy basket for Elliott. He has half a dozen, and some of the fans restless now as the Spurs lead goes to 9 with 4:35 left opening quarter. Drexler finds Kersey.
I was wondering if they were ever going to go back to him. The guy hits his first shot, and he hasn't touched the ball the last 4 minutes. Tough shot, Willie Anderson.
Half a dozen for Willie. The offense heating up. It's 25-16. Terry the other way. Three-point try kicks out. Offensive rebound. Clyde can't get it to fall. Try again. Rebound, Kersey.
Great. 4 or 5 opportunities there. Couldn't get one to fall. Kersey's the only guy who's got a smooth offensive rhythm right now. I'm going to set him up for a play.
Cheeks.
Right now the Spurs are just beating the Blazers to the ball. Timeout Spurs.
San Antonio timeout. 3:40 left first quarter. It's the Spurs 25, Portland 16.
They haven't been able to get him the ball. That time they got it to him. He went down the middle and threw it up. Anderson makes a nice block, but they call the foul early.
The foul is the first on Burkowski.
Excuse me, Pat, but this is the lineup that the Trailblazers will trap with, and as they did the last time with that 2-2-1, and with the 3 big guys out there for San Antonio, it's going to be very difficult for them to handle the ball. But Maurice Cheeks is such a heady ball player, and he's just one of the truly great point guards in this league. And he'll just he may be able to pick it apart, but not really much outside shooting against the press, and you really want a guy who can fill it up from the outside.
Cheeks, penetration, easy basket.
Taking it right to the hoop. That's what you got to do against the big guy. Go right at him.
And 2 veterans read the defense and made it work. Caldwell Jones, Mo Cheeks. Just over 2 minutes left in the quarter. 8-point lead for San Antonio. They've been the more impressive team by far.
2 minutes. Early in the game. Portland is not in rhythm right now. They'll get there.
Steele Cheeks has Anderson on his right. And scores. That's 8 for Maurice Cheeks. He averages only 11 a game. 29-19, Spurs by 10. Cheeks
is not looking to score a lot on this team. He's got so much firepower. Great pass by Curry. Done.
7 for Clyde Drexler, and it's 29-21.
Trailblazers defense isn't really forcing San Antonio to do anything they don't want to do. They're just passing the ball around at will. And eventually one guy like Anderson will go one-on-one. Great hands, Drexler.
Shot clock at 5, Burkowski. Rebound, Cliff Robinson. Hits Porter.
Great block, Burkowski. Cheeks in the middle with it.
1 minute to go in the quarter. Willie Anderson. Willie Anderson with his 4th basket. Great balance by the Spurs offensive unit. They lead again by 10. Porter for 3. Yes.
I think one of the things that's really helped David Robinson in this always so tough rookie season is that he's got so many teammates who are willing to take the big shot, willing to play aggressive offense. And they're not just looking for him to do it.
Drexler.
Nice steal by Robinson.
Knocked away nicely by David. Caldwell loses it to Cliff Robinson. Blazers will set. Clyde.
Don't. Yeah. Throw it down, Clyde. That brings the crowd to their feet. Yeah.
In your face, David Robinson.
Hello. They're back into it. They're only down 5.
And the crowd is alive. Cheeks.
He quiets him pretty quick.
6 seconds left.
A lot of time. I don't think Terry knew how much time was on the clock there. It's real tough when you get that ball in the over-the-head pass.
Score after 1 from the Coliseum. Spurs 33, Blazers 20 in Viacom Cablevision. After 1, it's 33-26. San Antonio by 7. Pat Lafferty, Bill Walton courtside, and delighted to have you aboard. New faces in the game for Portland: Danny Young, Drazen Petrovic, and Wayne Cooper. Drive by Petro. Shot off and rebound by Terry Cummings, who is back in. New faces for the Spurs. You'll see number 11, Vernon Maxwell, and number 25, David Wingate. Cummings turned away. Maxwell turned away, and Cooper taps it to Danny Young. Robinson can't finish. Frank Burkowski the rebound for the Spurs.
Here come the Spurs. Sean Elliott with the jumper here. Oh.
Cummings.
Nice pass by Sean Elliott. I know that Elliott struggled a little bit, trying to adjust to the NBA and get into a free-flowing situation, but that will come in time. He's a fine-looking ball player. Right now, the Blazers really need some offense, and here's Jerome Kersey to do it.
Now, Kersey continues to be a standout in the ball game.
If I was playing out there, I'd get the ball to Kersey right now a lot.
He's a lot more comfortable in his offense in the last month after getting off to a very slow start shooting this year.
Nice steal, Danny Young. Vernon Maxwell a little too casual with the ball.
Danny. Rebound, Sean Elliott. 35-28. Spurs by 7. 10.5 left, first half.
Great pass, Burkowski.
Cummings. Rebound, Wayne Cooper.
Cummings has missed a couple there. He should take advantage of this time when Buck Williams is on the bench.
Jerome, mismatch with Maxwell. Finds Petro. Score. Drazen Petrovic.
Beautiful drive. Might have gotten away with the travel, but sometimes the NBA refs like to let that little hop get away. As a defensive player, you hate to see him do that, though. Cummings cutting down the lane again. They missed Burkowski.
Steal, Wayne Cooper, quick hands. And Danny Young lost the ball on the outlet.
That's 3 or 4 times tonight, Pat, that the Trailblazers haven't been able to turn an outlet pass from a sure rebound into a shot off a fast break. Just fumbling the ball away.
And as you saw, sent Rick Adelman to a glass of water.
It's always the passer's fault. That's what Coach Wooden told us. If they don't catch it, it's your fault.
Wingate.
We're throwing it to him. Kersey's been the saving grace for the Trailblazers so far tonight. Without him, they'd be way down.
Cooper, his spot, way short. Wingate.
He's got to take that shot, though. He'll make that.
Maxwell. Petrovic found himself flat on his back trying to draw the charge, and to make matters worse, he caught the ball. Let's take a look. Great shot only on Blazer Broadcasting. And you saw the contact. Petro was just knocked down by Wingate. Kersey steals it.
They called a loose ball foul on Burkowski there. The triple team came down, and Burkowski couldn't get rid of the ball soon enough. Got to use those elbows when you're a big, strong guy like Frank is. Use those elbows around the head level, and those guys will back off.
Some say it might be the biggest change, Bill, in the NBA, let's say early 80s or late 70s to the late 80s, and that is the complex helping or semi-zone defenses.
Well, the players are so good offensively now. As Robinson makes a great turnaround jumper up, a nice pass from Kersey. Kersey's playing very well in this game tonight. Easy their passing or scoring for everything, but the players are so good. Jump ball, running none. The Blazers tie up Kersey, upcoming. But the point we were making, Pat, was that the individual offensive players are so good, as Terry Cummings goes one-on-one there, 1-on-3 actually, that you need 2 or 3 guys guarding players down in the low post, force them to pass the ball and hope that the little guys will miss.
All right, Byron Irvin in the game for Portland. Blazers now with a 3-guard offense. Here's Terry.
That's Cummings' rhythm right there. When he gets that, he's awfully tough to stop. You got to jam that leg in there and not let him make that turn.
37-32 Spurs. Robinson. Hacked on the way to the basket. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
Terry Cummings that time came out and just got lost as he was approaching Robinson. Robinson comes in and tries to double clutch it. Not much of a foul, but they called it. Robinson was sort of off balance, out of control. As a big man, when you come over to make that help, you really have to just force the guy to make a tough shot. You don't really try to come in and block every shot, because you're just not going to be able to do that. You're going to get fouls, and plus you're going to bail out guys a lot. As Robinson comes in, Burkowski doing a great job for the Spurs, not only tonight, but all season long. Although he did have an early season calf injury that's finally all better for him now. He's happy to be playing at full strength physically again.
3 fouls, though, and that sends him to the San Antonio bench. Blazers again with a press.
Well, they have the luxury with the 3 big guys, Caldwell, Burkowski, and Robinson, that it doesn't matter if one guy gets 3 fouls. Great pass, Cummings.
Wingate scores and is fouled. Blazer fans are booing. They wanted a 3-second call on David Robinson, who was in the lane for a long time, but it didn't come.
Well, Robinson didn't really have control of the ball. Here, Cummings was up for the jumper, sees Maxwell down below. The ball was tipped, but it went right to Maxwell. He got it in quickly over Cooper. Cooper will block that shot 9 times out of 10, but he just got there just a half-second late. Wingate's been a great player for San Antonio. He's playing a role, a very aggressive defensive player, as almost all Georgetown players are. He'll be a real key he'll be a real key factor in this team's rise to success.
Foul is on David Wingate.
San Antonio can afford to gamble. They got a lot of players who they can throw out there, and Wingate getting fouls and Brikowski, that's not a problem for them.
Team fouls, 3 on the Spurs, 1 on Portland. 8 minutes left in the half. Here's Petro. Cooper! Oh, my way!
Robinson got sucked down onto the baseline to try to intimidate Petrovic's shot, and Cooper just rolled into the basket and just threw it down.
40-36, San Antonio by 4.
Robinson down low. Cummings can't get him the ball. There he does. 1-on-1 against Cooper.
David.
Offensive foul.
Robinson scores, and he now has 8 points. That's only, though, his second basket. Drazen. Off a Cooper pick.
Cooper wide open jumper.
Rebound, Byron Irvin.
Reset the clock. Steps.
Drazen Petrovic with the shuffle. It's his most frequent turnover, and plagued him a little.
The European players play a different traveling violation rule than the American players do, and referees have to get used to the way these guys move. And Vlade Divac for the Lakers, Petrovic, Volkov for the Hawks, they get called for traveling all the time because the refs just are not used to seeing that kind of move. And sometimes it's traveling, sometimes it's not. More importantly, it's what the referees call.
Maxwell to Elliott. Now Cummings. The cutter, Robinson.
On the floor, Hugh Evans calling foul on the floor, no shot out of bounds. Robinson across the middle. Tries to turn for a jumper. Pump fakes it.
Second foul on Cooper. Robinson again. And rebound. Tries to score and draws the foul. And we have a timeout with 6:53 left in the first half. San Antonio leads the Blazers by 6.
The game this far has been dominated by the defenses. Neither team is in a smooth offensive rhythm right now. And the Trailblazers want to get a good rhythm. I'd put Kersey back in and let him go some one-on-one and try to get going that way. As the Spurs are putting on a little press here, and Cliff Robinson has to call a timeout to get out of a very embarrassing situation.
A 20-second timeout taken by the Trailblazers. Clyde Drexler has returned to the Portland lineup. One of the things we see with David Robinson shooting free throws there a moment ago, the left-handed player, and Bill, before the game tonight, we were talking about basketball and about David Robinson. How much of a difference is that if you were matched up with a David Robinson playing against a left-hander?
Well, it's a huge difference playing against a left-handed player because you learn as a defensive player all your moves are to your right-handed players. I played with left-handed guys like Lionel Hollins who couldn't shoot a lick, but he was of the big guys that I played against. The left-handed guys, Artis Gilmore and Bob Lanier, were obviously the most successful, and Trailblazers are having a lot of trouble against this San Antonio press here.
If they struggle, we may see Terry Porter back in right away. Young to Clyde. 6.5 to go in the period. Petrovic.
Cooper.
Rebound, Cliff Robinson fights inside, can't score. Ball out of bounds and belongs to Portland.
Wayne Cooper and Cliff Robinson are just doing a great job on the boards for the Blazers. Drexler's got to get hot though with those 3 shooters they have out there now, Drexler, Young, and Petrovic.
Willie Anderson in and Sean Elliott out for the Spurs. San Antonio leading 44-36. Robinson still struggling with the outside shot. Ball lost. Petrovic couldn't control. Vernon Maxwell.
Good ball movement. Cummings had it. Went to 3 other guys and got back to Cummings.
Rebound, Clyde Drexler. Knocked away from behind by Robinson. That's that speed. Cummings Nice move.
Cummings is so strong, can shoot with either hand around the basket. Blazers aren't running back on defense on the turnover like that.
5:45 left in the quarter, and you see the score. Spurs by 10. Kick ball. Shot clock will be reset. In the game for Portland, Buck Williams, Terry Porter, as you see, and Maurice Cheeks returns for the Spurs, replacing David Wingate. This with 5:36 to go in the first half. There's Clyde, almost certainly this week. Will be named to the West All-Star team as a reserve. Buck Williams.
He's just in off the bench. He's not really warmed up to take that kind of shot. But he draws the foul. And you hate to see a player come right off the bench like that and take the first shot. I know that when when you're playing on in a situation, you come in and you just tell the guy, hey, let me go up and down the floor a couple times. You get a sweat going again before you call my play. Buck Williams drives into the middle there.
Terry Porter.
Willie Anderson playing very aggressive defense. You like to see that, especially on the road with your players.
Buck inside with Robinson, and the veteran takes it. 8 points for Buck Williams. Portland within 8. The foul on Robinson a moment ago was his first of the game.
Neither player in foul trouble, Robinson and Duckworth, at this point.
Williams taps it out to Terry Porter. Has Drexler and Petrovic to his right.
Cooper's open at the foul line.
Petro for 3. Yes. He can shoot, Bill, and that's what Rick Adelman's tried to do. Get him to be more eager, less afraid to just pull the trigger as soon as he catches.
You got to play your game. Do what you do best.
46-41.
Good ball movement. The Spurs' unselfish ball movement is really to be commended. They're passing that ball around great, and I think a lot of that has to do with Maurice Cheeks' style of play.
And a trademark of Larry Brown's philosophy.
Yes. Buck Williams going right every time.
Rebound to Vernon Maxwell. 4:15 left. Second quarter, 7-point Spurs lead. You see the action from up top. Cummings and Coop. Anderson and Drexler. Maurice Cheeks. Rebound to Terry Porter. Missed the shot. The rebound to David Robinson. Another steal by Petro. Great hustle by Drazen.
Three-pointer.
Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell is the second highest scorer in the history of the Southeast Conference. Only Pete Maravich scored more. Clyde.
Clyde's jumper is off tonight. He's shooting a curveball almost. He makes a great steal and gives it to Petro.
And Drazen scores. That's 7 for Drazen.
Clyde's jumper is just a little off tonight. He's got to get a few more shots, some open shots, as San Antonio's going to call a timeout right here.
Timeout Spurs, 3:10 to go, first half. It's an 8-point lead, 51-43.
Larry Brown is coaching an outstanding game. He's coaching from the attitude of we're in control of this game. That was a very good timeout. We're up by 10 or 8, and we're going to take timeout. We got 3 minutes to go in the half. We want to make a good run here, settle things down, get our good players the ball, and they give it to Cummings on the baseline. They dribble it out of bounds that time.
Turnovers, Portland 10, and now San Antonio 10. And we have a delay of game warning to San Antonio. There's Larry Brown. Three minutes to go, first half.
Pick and roll, Drexler and Duckworth.
Terry Porter. Long rebound, Buck Williams.
Reset.
Drexler floats it over Robinson. What a shot by Clyde.
Great little scoop shot as Robinson runs the floor on Duckworth, gets the play. Jump ball they call.
Robinson can't believe it.
Robinson got out on the break that time, and they threw over the top. He's too far into the basket here, and Kersey's right there as Robinson had to bring the ball back into Kersey, and they get the jump ball.
Looks like they missed a foul.
That wasn't a foul. No, Robinson brought the ball right back into Kersey.
2.5 to go in the half.
Kersey's playing great tonight. He's been the key for the Blazers so far. Without him, they're really out of it. And maybe that scoop shot will open up Clyde's offensive game.
Blocked by Robinson on deck on Kevin.
Robinson came from the weak side that time. That wasn't a one-on-one matchup. That was sloppy ball handling.
Cummings finds Wingate. Cheeks, Blazers pressuring more like they did against Milwaukee.
Foul Drexler on the double team.
This was 1:57 left in the half, and the Spurs still riding a 6-point lead.
That last time down, Duckworth and Terry Cummings were matched up on the far side in the pivot, and Cummings went for the steal, and Robinson came, and I think Kevin believed he had an easy play once he got by Cummings, but Robinson was right there as Rick Adelman looks on with disdain, I think, at the team's performance to date. I think he expected the team to play a lot sharper and more in sync offensively.
Robinson. Foul will go against Kevin Duckworth, called by Tommy Nunez on the baseline.
But you just hate to see that. Two big, great players out there really battling, and they finally get a one-on-one situation, and very little contact. No real impact on the shot, but Nunez called the foul. Buck Williams comes over and says, "Hey, just keep playing basketball. Don't let some little 5'10" guy ruin your nights."
Robinson. You were talking before the game, and we talked earlier about the left-hander, and that defensive rebounder even has to rebound differently because of the spin on the ball.
Well, the ball spins differently off a left-handed shot, and it's got a little curve to it, and but it's very difficult because they bring moves that you're not used to seeing. Kersey firing up and long.
Rick Adelman very upset with that call. Rick very seldom gets that animated. Foul is on Clyde Drexler. It's his second. It's 53-45, San Antonio, minute 34 left. And here's Brakowski coming back into the game now with 3 personal fouls, and Cummings will go out with 90 seconds left.
Well, as I said earlier, you don't really have to worry about Brakowski fouling out. You can always put Caldwell Jones in, and or Cummings can play the power forward position. When you have a player like that, when you have a lot of depth, you can gamble on the situation. You're not really saving Frank Brakowski for the game-winning shot.
2 years ago they were.
Times change.
So is San Antonio's team. 54-45.
San Antonio's defense has been very impressive in this game. Duckworth pops out on the wing. Willie Henderson trying to see if Tommy Nunez was asleep over there.
When you've got the defensive force in the middle, it makes it so easy for the other guys to extend their pressure, doesn't it, Bill?
Well, they can go for any kind of steal they want because they know the big man is going to be back there and he's going to sense the play that happens as Terry Porter drives and throws it up. Almost gets a 3-point play opportunity, but he'll shoot 2 instead. But the big man back there changes everything because the guards, the forwards are able to pressure out there. They can go for the steals. Here's a situation here where Anderson goes for the steal, can't get it. Brakowski comes in. Brakowski and Robinson come in and try to intimidate him. But that's the way good teams play. Is they force the guys to come down the middle, and then the big guys just knock all the shots down.
One of the NBA's best free throw shooters, Terry, just under 90% this year.
I see Bird's back up on top in the NBA free throw percentage at 94. A title won by Magic Johnson last year, quite surprising, but Magic has turned into a phenomenal free throw shooter.
And the year before by Jack Sikma. Answer to a trivia question, tallest man ever to win an NBA free throw title. 54-47, 1 minute now, 1 minute to go in the first half.
Cheeks misread the post feed. Duckworth down ahead of the pack.
Porter can't score. Here's Cheeks. 3-on-2 break. Williams chasing. Wingate. Nice play.
Great fast break. Here come the Blazers right back at him underneath.
Porter, block, foul, Bukowski, number 4.
He gets his 4th. Cummings will be back in. Maybe a good time to put Caldwell Jones in instead of Cummings. How many fouls does Cummings have? Here comes the 2-on-1. He goes right quickly by him. That's the kind of pass you have to make. And Porter lets the first guy run by him and then draws the foul against Burkowski.
Cummings on the bench has 1 foul, but is back in.
This is a tough situation to come in with just 44 seconds. You're a little stiff. You thought you were going to have the rest of the half off.
I'll tell you, talk about how long Caldwell Jones has been around. This is really amazing.
I played against Caldwell Jones.
Yeah, but here's something. His rookie year in the ABA was your senior year at UCLA. Now that's a long time ago.
Yes, that is a long, long time ago. 16 years ago.
He was a young broadcaster then.
I had a lot of great battles against Caldwell Jones. He's one of the best players, one of the best defensive players. They never really utilized his offense, although he was a very good offensive player. Just the coaching situations that he was in. Cummings and Buck Williams really going at it down below.
7-point Spurs lead. You see the game clock in the corner of your screen. Shot clock at 8.
That's his rhythm right there.
Terry Cummings with 11 points, and it's a 9-point Bulls. Game story on your screen.
Last shot time.
Shot clock 2 seconds ahead of the game clock.
Drexler will probably go one-on-one against Wingate, who's looking over to Larry Brown for some direction as to which way to force him. Tough shot.
Cummings. And that's it. The first half is over. One controlled by the San Antonio Spurs. Our score at intermission, San Antonio 58 and Portland.
Sleepy to Olajuwon, right at the buzzer. Goal! Three. Oh, it went in! Yeah, it looked good all the way.
Both Folgers let go by Utah. Oh, I don't want to believe it.
Plays again.
Great rhythm by Duckworth that time. If he had gotten the ball a little bit quicker as Robinson gets out on the fast break against him and Duckworth has to foul him. It's tough trying to keep up with David Robinson up and down the court, particularly, he's 30 or 40, maybe even 50 pounds lighter than Kevin Duckworth, who's an outstanding runner for such a big man. But
and they call a breakaway foul on that, Bill, and Rick Adelman very upset with that call because it will award Robinson 2 shots, and the Spurs then will get the ball at side court. The reason? Body-to-body contact.
Yeah, and, Duckworth is on the floor tying his shoe a little bit. I hope he's not hurt too much.
Let's take a look.
Well, I didn't even see a foul at all, much less a breakaway foul.
All right, Robinson makes both free throws, and that gives the Spurs 60, and Rick Adelman had to play right in front of him, and he says, that's terrible, as you can see.
Robinson 10 for 10 from the line tonight. An outstanding free throw shooter for a big man.
Great performance, because on the year, he's just 71. 9-point lead for San Antonio.
Here's isolation one-on-one, Duckworth and Robinson.
Robinson. Rebound, Terry Porter. Buck Williams explodes to the basket, and it's 60-53.
Maurice Cheeks, he's complaining he got thrown to the ground at the other end as Buck Williams finishes off a great fast break. Robinson coming across the lane. A lot of contact.
David. Weak side rebound. Terry Cummings goes down.
Traveling. The Blazers are hanging in there, Pat. They're not playing that good a ball. San Antonio is playing better up to this point, but there's so much time left. But somebody has to take charge for the Trailblazers here and turn this tempo around. I look for it to be either Buck Williams or Kersey.
It's Buck Williams aggressively to the basket again. That's 2 early baskets in the third quarter, and Portland is within 5. 10:20 left, third period.
There's Cummings. He'll stay hot.
Rebound, Buck Williams. There's the guy sending the message. Drexler pushed by Terry Cummings. He was beaten along the baseline.
Clyde's going right a lot tonight as he does his whole life. He is right-handed.
Very dominant right-handed.
But he's so quick and so fast that you really can't stop it. Behind the back drop-in pass. Buck Williams going to go one-on-one against Robinson. Jump hook here.
Duckworth. Good job by Buck. He knew Robinson was on him, and that meant Duckworth had a smaller man.
Cummings posting up at the other end.
The margin is cut to 3. Blazers coming back.
And the fans are getting into it, trying to bring the team back. Called a foul on Jerome Kersey, who's trying to keep Sean Elliott from getting the ball popping up.
Second foul on Jerome. Second team foul on Portland. Spurs have 1 in this quarter.
Kersey's a tremendous competitor. Great jump hook.
Robinson now with 16, the game's leading scorer.
You can't let a big man get that great a position down there. He'll score every time. Great pass.
Buck Williams. Blocked inside, he draws the foul. He wants goaltending.
He wants goaltending, but he won't get it. It was a great block by Robinson. That's one of the things you look for when you're looking at big men is how many times he jumps. He jumps once there. He jumps for the rebound. And he'll jump right again here. 3 jumps in 2 seconds. Great block, but the foul was down below. You love to see those big men who can jump so quickly and just get up time and time again, because so many times you have to make 2 or 3 efforts to stop the other team. Caldwell Jones coming in for Terry Cummings here. How many fouls on Cummings?
That's only 2 on Terry. He is not in foul trouble.
I think Larry Brown's a little worried about Buck Williams taking over the boards here. Buck's been able to get inside. He wants Caldwell Jones to come in, let Terry get out and think about it for a little while. Caldwell will play real good, solid position and really concentrate on Buck Williams, where Terry has to play a lot of different roles out there as Robinson hits the baseline jumper.
18 for Robinson, 64-59 Spurs. In transition, Drexler is down, and the ball goes to San Antonio.
Fans don't like it, but it was a good non-call there. There was no real contact that influenced the play there.
9 minutes left, third period. The Spurs have led since very early in the game. Anderson. Kersey fouled on the rebound.
Caldwell Jones with the foul.
Caldwell has had a tough stint tonight. 2 turnovers and 2 personal fouls in brief minutes. He's only playing about 8 to 9 minutes a ball game.
That's all they're really looking for from Caldwell. And also they're looking for the leadership and coaching, working with Robinson to tell Robinson about all the players in the league and the type of situation he's going to be facing as Duckworth again taking 15-foot jumpers.
Way off the mark. Elliott.
Offensive foul.
But they'll call the foul on Terry.
That's really bailing out. Bailing out Elliott. He's coming down the court here. There's nowhere to go, really.
Our cameraman felt the same way.
He just sort of threw it up there and was very fortunate the ref blew the whistle.
A lot of courage on the baseline there. 8:33 left to go, third quarter. Here's Sean Elliott. In many ways, he's kind of become maybe a secondary player here. He's brought his game down to accommodate the team. Robinson and Cummings in the scores.
Well, this is probably the first time in a very, very long time where Elliott hasn't been the main focus of his team, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with his inconsistent play. But I think over time, he'll get it going just fine. I think having Wingate behind him is really going to help him in the long run too, because Wingate will push him, and Duckworth and Kersey can't seem to get it together over there on the right wing.
Kevin's struggling in this quarter. Shot clock at 5. Duckworth.
Great left-handed. Great left-handed shot.
That's 10 for Kevin, and it's 66-61. Spurs by 5 as we move towards the 8-minute mark in the quarter.
Duckworth and Robinson down low again.
David. Rebound, Terry Porter.
Buck Williams out ahead of the pack. Great pass.
Wide open. Jerome.
Drexler seeing the open man. Robinson out ahead. They don't see him. Robinson just threw an elbow at Drexler's head. Drexler said, "Hey, don't do that to me, you big man." Lob pass.
And the ball out of bounds off the back of Kevin Duckworth as the Blazers turn away the alley-oop.
And they set the back screen for Robinson there. And the high pass over the top. Robinson just can't get high enough to slam it down. And the Blazers didn't react on the weak side.
All right, David Robinson is out. Terry Cummings is in.
This is where you see the extreme flexibility that Larry Brown has with all the different big men, is that he can bring them in for different players and not always substituting centers for centers and forwards for forwards. It's one of the luxuries that Pat Riley and the Lakers have, is so many versatile players. As Terry Cummings is going to take a shot here. No, he passes off to Cheeks too well.
Rebound, Kersey. Drexler, two men back.
Here's some action.
Caldwell Jones rebound. 7:05 to go in the third quarter. 3-point game. Spurs on top. Cummings. Now San Antonio's gone cold, and Porter rips away the rebound.
Blazers have a chance to cut it to 1.
Third try. Yes! And he's fouled, and Portland can tie the game.
Portland and Jerome Kersey just pounding the board. Larry Brown wants a timeout. Kersey with the three-point play. Another foul on Caldwell Jones. Look to see David Robinson back in the lineup real soon when we come back.
Feet here in this last series. Here's Kersey.
Pour a tall one for me and save it. I'll be there soon.
All right, the Blazers lose the chance to tie. It's 66-65 with 6:40.
They're in a half-court trap here. Oh, Terry Cummings threw it away.
2-on-1.
Kersey. Oh, no.
Quick hands by Maurice Cheeks and didn't find the open man on the left. Terry knows it, and so does Jerome.
Yeah, that's an embarrassing situation when you get a chance to make a 2-on-1 fast break and you can't convert it. Kersey should have been the one to get the ball there.
Caldwell is out. David Robinson back for the Spurs. Portland looking for the lead. Duckworth. There it is. Portland 67, San Antonio 66. Had a big hill to climb and took a long
Duckworth
while.
got one of those to fall.
He has 8 1/4, 12 in the game.
He's got mostly 15-foot jumpers tonight. Cummings and Buck Williams on the side. That's Cummings' rhythm right there. He couldn't get it to fall. Robinson tips it out of bounds. Blazers ball. Chance to build their lead. I'd isolate Kersey right here. He's got Sean Elliott on him. He's got physical talent. Oh, great give and go.
Porter from Drexler. What a play.
Spurs right back at him.
69-66. Halfway through the third quarter.
It's a great matchup. Buck Williams and Terry Cummings as Sean Elliott drives the lane and nobody steps in to shut him off.
That's only the third basket of the quarter for San Antonio. Blazers have made 10 field goals.
Drexler dunks. Oh!
Foul is called. No goaltending. Clyde will shoot 2.
Clyde finally got on track there. Dipped by his man. And the help was late coming over. Robinson goes up to block it. But Clyde's thinking dunk all the way. And Robinson's just a little bit too late. Bam. I tell you, Clyde, he'll think about that one. He wants that one to go down pretty badly.
Portland leading by 1. Drexler, second trip to the line tonight, made his only free throw as Larry Brown looks on.
When you're a big man in that situation and you get the great drivers like a Drexler or a Dr. J or a Jordan, you've got to attack them. You can't wait underneath the basket for them. You got to go out and meet them right where they're jumping from. And that time Robinson was a little late coming over, but hey, most people are going to be late against Clyde Drexler. Blazers lead by 2 here as Porter's putting some pressure on. In the trap.
Steele.
Shot
Chase.
clock at 12. Porter hands on every ball out there.
Steele by Porter.
There it is. Trailblazers not executing on the fast breaks. That time Duckworth has a chance to slam. He's mad. Just couldn't get his legs. That's two fast break dunks that he's had that he hasn't been able to gather his legs underneath him and power it down.
He's had some opportunities on the break tonight, Bill, and has not converted well. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. As you see, a 2-point game. Portland, San Antonio.
He's playing some solid individual defense on Robinson, though. Robinson really hasn't gotten much at one-on-one. This guy sure has. Willie Anderson playing very aggressively offensively. You love to see that because so many times when there's great players on the court, everybody else just stands around and watches the Robinsons and the Duckworths, the Williams and the Kerseys and everybody. But hey, Anderson says, this is my game too. I'm taking it to him.
David Wingate in, Sean Elliott out. Anderson. And Buck Williams and Terry Cummings fight for the rebound. It's off Buck, and the ball belongs to the Spurs.
Cummings doing a little bit of pushing down there from the outside position. Buck wanted a call, but yeah, the referees are really letting everybody play tonight. A lot of contact out there. San Antonio really passes the ball easily and freely. It's nice to see a team do that, especially a team that's so new to each other.
Blazers with now Williams on Robinson. Quite a war there. Shot clock inside 10. Cummings for 3. Yes, Terry Cummings.
Great shot, Cummings. He's a tremendous offensive player. If you let him face up like that, you're going to have a long night trying to guard him.
Buck, block, Robinson. Beautiful defensive play. Spurs by 1. Coming up on 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Wingate, whoa. Tough pass, Terry Cummings. He had David Wingate all alone, and Buck Williams, Clyde Drexler wide open as Porter.
Pulls the trigger. His aim is not true.
Step.
Not called. Cheeks. Anderson.
Great pass.
Cummings. Cummings now with 16 points, and San Antonio back on top by 3.
Great ball game we got here tonight. A lot of surges, a lot of great defense. No real outstanding offensive performance, but everybody's so big and so strong, and the defenses are so tough.
Clyde misses. Cummings rebounds. 3.5 to go in the period.
Robinson on the break. Great play. He just outran Duckworth that time. High lob pass, threw down the slam dunk. All Skersey could do was foul him. Robinson gets out ahead of Duckworth here, and they just throw the high pass. It's so important for Robinson to be able to play with a great point guard like Maurice Cheeks, who's got the experience. Most of the great big men start their careers without the great ball handling guards. Robinson's very lucky in this point.
Cummings is out for San Antonio.
Yeah, I'd say that David Robinson has a pretty good chance of winning Rookie of the Year.
Some are saying one of the top 5 candidates for MVP.
Well, right now, I'd have to say the MVP's got to be Magic Johnson. The Lakers are playing great basketball right now. They're just winning everywhere, and he's just playing phenomenal basketball. Blocked by Robinson. He must have 4 blocks now.
And Cliff Robinson back in the game for Portland, makes a hustle play, but the ball out of bounds off Cliff, and Larry Brown will ask for a timeout. So 3:08 to go, third quarter. It's San Antonio. Late in the third quarter, it's the Spurs leading by half a dozen. Pat Lafferty, Bill Walton courtside. Our telecast under the expert supervision of our executive producer and director, George Wash. Our assistant director courtside, Monica Spolstra. Our statistician, the reliable Stan Menashe. Looking forward to another income tax season, I know, Stan. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Frank Burkowski back in.
Great drive, Burkowski, right off the bench. San Antonio is going to play with 3 little guys here. Wingate, Maxwell, and Maurice Cheeks. And the Trailblazers might want to spread the floor and isolate the matchup they have in Drexler against Maxwell here. A little bit too far out right here to get all the way to the hoop, especially with the big shot blocker Robinson down there.
Cliff Robinson. And that's what the Blazers want him to do, penetrate a little more and not shoot the 20, 25-footer so much.
Well, you want those little guys to, shoot the long bombs, once or twice a game. Basically, they're mostly good for inbounding the ball. Robinson down low against Duckworth. Makes a good steal.
Shot clock at 5.
Great steal, Drexler.
Clyde. Coming up on 2 minutes.
For
Terry
3.
for 3. Yes!
Right back in it. 1-point game. Excuse me, 3-point game.
78-75 inside 2 minutes. Terry's 33rd three-pointer of the year. He's got a dozen.
Wingate isolated on the side. They're going to go to Robinson one-on-one now.
Rebound to Buck Williams.
Here come the Blazers.
Williams' 9th rebound of the game.
Drexler. Tough
Robinson.
shot. Very good.
He's an awfully fine athlete. Bill.
Good drive by Robinson and the nice shot. That's a very, very tough shot. Often the kind that the big man comes over the top and slots down, though. Here's Robinson with a quick turnaround.
Turned away. Rebound. Buck Williams. Quick outlet to Clyde. 4 men back. They'll slow it up.
Duckworth against Burkowski down low. They're going to try to isolate that.
Burkowski has 4 fouls. 1 minute to go in the period. Duckworth. Blazers lead.
He's been making that shot lately. He's had a lot of them tonight.
79-78 Portland. Portland on a 9-2 run. Cheeks.
Robinson foul over the back. Neither big man in serious foul trouble, though.
3rd foul on David.
There's the rebound. Duckworth has the position. Robinson goes for it, thinks he can get it, but that's an automatic foul. You learn over the years not to go for that rebound because you're just not going to get it on the big man inside there.
A quick look at the centers. Robinson with 21 points, 5 rebounds. Duckworth 14 points and 2 rebounds.
And the Blazers leading by 1, the important stat. Duckworth, I think, has had a lot of opportunities tonight to get that ball in the 15-foot range and take one dribble and try a power slam and try to really bring this crowd into the game and intimidate, put fear in the lives of these San Antonio players. I tell you, he is a very big, very strong man, much the way Daryl Dawkins was in his days. And Daryl could just turn the game around with one play. Cheeks right down the lane. Oh, Duckworth makes a great block, and Nunez calls a cheap foul.
4th foul on Kevin Duckworth.
I think Tommy likes the little guys there. And when Cheeks drives in there, a little bit of contact, and they're going to call that one.
I know you talked to Maurice before the game. He spent 11 years in Philadelphia as Petrovic comes in.
He's had
he was disappointed to go to San Antonio, but I think he likes what the team has done.
Well, Philadelphia is a much different town than San Antonio, and Maurice really liked Philadelphia. I don't know how many Trailblazer fans knew that Maurice Cheeks and Lionel Hollins were roommates for many, many years. And, they were just very close and still are to this day. Cheeks played with Moses Malone, the great center, on really one of the great teams in NBA history, that Philadelphia team in the early 80s with Dr. J, Moses Malone, Bobby Jones, and Tony was a phenomenal player, played career.
We're tied at 80. Shot clock 9 ahead of the game clock, and the game clock is in the corner of your screen. Shot clock at 5.
Tough
Perry.
shot off the board.
Mark Bryant in the game for the first time, wearing number 2. 6 seconds. Burkowski scores.
Burkowski's played very well for the Spurs.
As we have played 3 at the Memorial Coliseum, the team separated by 2, with San Antonio on top. The 4th quarter coming up next.
Kersey, Petrovic, Robinson, and Porter for the Trailblazers.
Vernon Maxwell, Willie Anderson, David Wingate, Terry Cummings, and Burkowski for the Spurs.
Tough shot. Great rebound, Cooper.
Here comes Drazen. Beats the 10-second count across midcourt.
San Antonio's pressure defense. This is where Wingate really excels.
Shot clock at 5. At 2. And Cliff Robinson draws the foul.
Terry Cummings, he loves to go around and front people, try for the steal, things like that. He doesn't really like to stay behind his man in the low post defense. I played with Terry a lot in San Diego early on in both of our careers, and that helps, or it works when you got a great big man behind you like Robinson, who's going to come over and block your shot if your steal fails. But Robinson's on the bench right now, and Frank Burkowski will never be confused with David Robinson.
This free throw would tie the score at 82. 11-18 to point. And we're deadlocked. Robinson now with 10, the 6th Blazer in double figures. Balanced, no one more than 15. That's the total of Duckworth. Robinson and Cummings lead the Spurs with 21 and 16 respectively. Cummings.
Cummings loves to drive left. As Bracao, great block. Cooper, he might have gone up through the rim. Refs didn't see it that way.
Here's Jerome. Well, you've been calling for that shot since the opening minutes, Bill, and Jerome, true to your analysis, has been right in the rhythm.
I'd try to set him up more. He's got the hot hand. He's got the rhythm. Clyde doesn't have the rhythm on his shot tonight, and nobody's really helping out Clyde, trying to get him going.
Wingate, foul is called.
Never foul a jump shooter. Never foul a jump shooter. You got to make it.
First foul on Drazen.
And, you know, that 20-foot jumper, that's not Wingate's specialty. He'd let him have that all night long. Or at least till he makes a couple.
Wingate for 2. Certainly, again, want to welcome all of you watching at the Best Bet. Understand it's a full house tonight. Parking lot is jammed. Don't forget, our next game, one you can see at the Best Bet on Blazer Cable, will be against the Los Angeles Lakers. First meeting of the two teams this year. It's on February 6th, so plan to be there. We'll look forward to talking to you again and showing you all the great pictures.
That'll be a great game, and you know, I'd like to congratulate AC Green on making it as a starter in the All-Star game for the first time in his career.
But Karl Malone should have been there. Petro.
The Lakers are in first place. Great play, Bracowski. Didn't work.
Porter finds Kersey. There it is. I mean, the shot is back. Jerome is 7 for 10 and lighting it up from the outside. I don't think the fans are believing Jerome shooting like that.
Well, every night somebody else is going to have it. Tonight it's Kersey, and you got to go to him every time when he's got it. That won't go.
Blazers with the ball, leading by 2, and 9:45 to play.
I'd isolate Kersey.
He's with Willie Anderson. Now rubbed off.
Cooper follows it up. Everybody went to block the shot. Nobody blocked out the big man. The guard has got to step in that situation. It's a very tough one to do. Wayne Cooper's a very experienced veteran player, 12 years now in this league. He'll get the job done consistently for you.
Wingate.
Wingate doesn't want that shot.
Maxwell does. A 2-point field goal for Maxwell, and it's 88-86 with 9 minutes exactly to play in the game.
Robinson and Sean Elliott getting ready to check back in as Terry Porter gets thrown backwards as he tries to penetrate. No foul. That's a foul. Score it.
Terry Porter!
Porter using his size and strength to get into the lane. Dipped his left shoulder right into the chest of Maxwell. Maxwell just not big enough to stop Porter. That's the same advantage that Magic Johnson has about over everybody. He gets in the lane and throws up a very tough shot. That's the one you practice all the time when you're a kid in the playground. Porter's got a chance to make a 3-point play and give the Blazers a 5-point lead.
Terry started out making only one of his first 8 shots, but he's hung tough. He's now scored 15 points. He has 10 assists, and Bill also 6 rebounds.
Playing a great game. More importantly, he's found a hot hand in Jerome Kersey, been able to get him the ball.
91-86 Blazers. Portland has won 10 of their last 11.
Offensive foul. No, they called it on Cooper, I believe.
Holding Robinson
trying to come across the lane.
Danny Young is in. Terry Porter gets a rest. This with 8.5 minutes to go in the game.
I don't think Porter will be out long. I think that this game is too close, and they'll bring Porter right back in. I think they're going to bring Duckworth back in real soon, too. Although Cooper can certainly be effective against Robinson.
Elliott fouled. It's Drazen.
Hugh Evans calling the foul on Petro. Everybody reaching in. Nobody ever fouls out there, though.
All right, there you see Terry Cummings and Maurice Cheeks, the veterans, back into the game. Bracowski and Wingate are the 2 Spurs who are out. So San Antonio now with almost all of their starting 5 on the floor, but Maxwell remains. Willie Anderson is still on the bench.
I don't know if Robinson has enough strength. This is Cliff Robinson from the Blazers to guard Cummings. They may isolate him as Sean Elliott takes a very difficult shot. Cooper dominating the board. Petro open on the left wing.
Wayne Cooper, yes!
Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's extremely upset.
Wayne Cooper, 6 points, 7 rebounds. He's given the Blazers a spark. Timeout on the floor, 8 minutes to play. Blazers lead by 7.
Good ball game. They're going to isolate Robinson down low. Cummings on the weak side. Here's a shot here.
Cummings with Robinson.
Cooper.
Helped by Wayne and a foul by Coop.
They call the foul on Kersey. Cooper is
Big rebound by Cliff Robinson. 7.5 minutes to go. 6-point Portland lead.
Portland playing with his second unit basically, except for Kersey.
Robinson with a tough jumper, and it's off to Terry Cummings.
And it's been Wayne Cooper who's turned this game around. San Antonio can't seem to get into anything offensively.
Maxwell.
Look for Willie Anderson to come back in the game real quick. Get something going offensively. Nice
David
shot.
Robinson. David Robinson with 23 points. He's the game's leading scorer, but he's made only 6 of 16 shots.
Well, there's not much you can do about a 7-footer taking an 18-foot fall-away jumper going to his offhand. So the Blazers played good defense there, and the guy made a tough shot.
Portland leading by 4. Starters ready to come in.
Cooper, yes, score it. I don't know, this is a situation, Rick Adelman's in a very tough position here. He wants to bring Duckworth in. Cooper's been playing so great. You don't really want to take Cooper out, but Cooper's tiring as Petrovic comes off the screen here and flips it back to the screener. Wayne Cooper who hits the jumper, and Sean Elliott hit him on the wrist as he ran by him, and Cooper has just been the difference in this ballgame.
As hot as Coop is, are you better to pull Duckworth back on the bench and leave Wayne in?
I'd pull him back for another minute or so. You know, Wayne's getting a little tired. He doesn't play the big minutes. He doesn't play the big minutes to stay in the top shape, but he's playing so great right now, I'd pull him back.
Cooper, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Portland leading by 6. Jerome.
No. Outlet, here they come.
Elliott. Nice layoff. Can't finish the play.
Buck Williams
pulls down Maxwell.
This is a great defensive play. The first guy back on defense runs by the driver, Elliott, and the big guy comes from behind and tries to slap the ball, and Elliott has to throw the ball way up over. As the first guy, Young, runs by. But there you see Buck Williams throwing Maxwell to the floor in his efforts to get the ball. Maxwell will shoot 2.
3 fouls on Buck Williams. Both Kersey and Duckworth have 4.
Cooper's out of the game. He did just a fantastic job. He's been the difference so far in the Trailblazer lead.
Blazers have out-rebounded the Spurs 42-33. They lead by 4, 6:10 to play.
Terry Porter getting ready to check in as Buck Williams drives the baseline. Can't get the layup to fall, but Danny Young played well. Adelman's going back to Terry Porter. He wants him sweating by the 5-minute mark, that's for sure.
Rebound to Kevin Duckworth.
Maybe call a timeout right here for the Trailblazers. Get settled down, get Porter into the ball game. Here's Kersey.
Terry Porter will come in. Danny Young will come out. This was 5:37 to play.
In that situation, Jerome, once he got Maurice Cheeks on him, he should have just waited and let everybody clear out and then use his superior strength to just take whatever shot he wanted.
Willie Anderson, David Wingate in, Sean Elliott, and Vernon Maxwell out.
Combination of offense and defense coming in. Anderson with tremendous offensive aggressiveness, and Duckworth with a tough shot.
Kersey, foul going back up.
So they're begging for the goaltending, but they're not going to get it tonight. Kersey's playing great basketball. He's really got the rhythm. Duckworth taking the jumper, dropping that left hand a little bit too soon, but Kersey up to get the strong rebound. Willie Anderson not really warmed up enough to play against Kersey, who's been in for a good long stretch here. Anderson just came in and had to make a good tough play there. Blazers are missing key free throws here. If they could make them, would really help their cause.
Portland leading 96-91.
On the hustle board, the Trailblazers are really dominating 58-42 with the big edge in rebounding and steals. Traveling.
Your call is correct. 5:18 to play. Blazer ball and a 5-point lead.
The Blazer defense is really taking charge here, and the San Antonio offense is struggling. They have nobody who's doing well offensively. It might be a good time for San Antonio to isolate Cummings, maybe run a pick and roll with Cummings, or just let him go one-on-one, or post up Robinson. But right now, they're just not getting any sort of good shot. Oh, Duckworth slamming. Bang.
Kevin Duckworth on a brilliant pass from Terry Porter. That is 11 assists for Porter, and the Blazer lead is now up to 7.
The Blazers playing a lot better now than at any point in the game as Robinson goes to the hoop and gets the three-point play.
25 for David.
Not much contact.
5th foul on Kevin Duckworth. Let's watch.
As Robinson posts up, he turns to the baseline and then steps underneath. I can't believe they called that foul.
Golden with the left hand.
Very difficult for a big man to guard the left-hander there. Wayne Cooper comes back in. Duckworth out with 5 fouls.
And also, I think Rick recognizing what you did, Bill, and that is how well Cooper's playing, gave Wayne just a little rest, and now got him back in.
Yeah. Cooper's got a lot of smarts to him. He's a very experienced ball player. Knows how to get it done, even though he's outclassed in physical talent. He's going to get the job done, much the way that Brad Doherty will do for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who's unfortunately been out all season.
Shot by Buck Williams is no good, and a foul is called.
Kersey
Go the other way.
Kersey throwing Willie Anderson to the floor.
And that's Jerome's 5th foul. So now, with 4.5 minutes to play, Duckworth on the bench with 5 fouls, Jerome in the game with 5 fouls. There you see Kevin. 4:31 left, 98-94, and Anderson with 2 free throws can make it a 2-point game.
Well, Duckworth and Kersey, they love to play that physical game, and right now they're paying for it as Anderson makes the free throw. He's a nice-looking offensive ball player.
Anderson's first point in this half, he has 11.
Very smooth, and more importantly, very aggressive. Wants that ball and makes his play with it. Porter's got to come out and get that ball. He's got too many big guys handling the ball at half court. Clyde's shot just hasn't been there tonight. He just doesn't have the good rhythm to it.
He's 5 for 16. 4:10 to play. 2-point Portland lead. Spurs looking to tie.
They got Jerome Kersey guarding Maurice Cheek. I don't know how that happens. It's not what they want. Here's Robinson again against Cooper.
Shot clock at 4. At 3, Robinson can't score. They beat the buzzer.
Robinson is so active and so agile. He's able to drive to the hoop from the foul line. When you get a big guy who can drive from 15 feet away, it's very, very impressive.
Timeout called by Rick Adelman and the Trailblazers. 3:53 to play. Portland and... We have 3 minutes, 53 seconds to play. Portland leading San Antonio by 2, 98-96. Spurs will try and tie as David Robinson will go to the free throw line. On the year, Robinson is 71% shooter at the stripe, but tonight he is perfect, 12 of 12.
Anytime you have a 7-footer who can put the ball on the floor facing the basket from the free throw line, you have such an advantage as he finally misses a free throw. When you're guarding a great player like a David Robinson, you have to change a lot of your normal defensive tendencies, which is to help out and stuff. And Cooper is smart enough to do that. He won't help out on other players, knowing that he has to concentrate so much on Robinson as Porter brings the ball up court, trying to get into the set offense here.
Buck Williams.
Tough.
Near steal.
Great dive by Buck.
And the ball goes to the Spurs with 3:38 left. A 1-point game, and San Antonio can take the lead with a basket.
Even after Buck threw the bad pass there, you had the sense to knock the ball out of bounds to stop the fast break and the sure 2 points. Cummings on the cross pick for Anderson on the baseline. Great block.
Buck Williams. And the ball with Terry Porter.
Anderson and Robinson down below against Cheeks. Great.
Cliff Robinson, a dozen. The rookie not afraid to take the pressure shot.
Not much pressure by Maurice Cheeks that time. You know, Mo can't guard anybody down there.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the game, as you see. A 3-point Portland lead. Cummings. Blocked by Robinson. Cliff Robinson.
2 great defensive plays. The first by Buck Williams and now Robinson have kept the Blazers on top as Drexler just can't seem to find the rhythm tonight.
David Robinson with the rebound. Wingate. Cheeks.
Spurs can't get any good shots. They had a 3-on-1 and couldn't get a shot.
2:35 left. Pressure by Porter. Shot clock inside 10.
Drexler stole it. It's hard to describe that play. Oh, great drive and double clutch. Robinson jumping twice. First to block the ball, then to get the rebound. Spurs want timeout, and Larry Brown is livid.
2:15 to play. Portland leading San Antonio by 3. Some great end-to-end action, Bill, during the last series, and Portland missed opportunity. San Antonio denied on a couple of great defensive plays, and Cliff Robinson has loomed large here down the stretch again.
Cliff Robinson has blocked by Cliff Robinson here. Great drive. Cummings loves to drive left. Buck Williams picked up the ball. The great block by Buck Williams, pinning the ball against the backboard. And Terry Porter looking for something to happen.
And there's Cliff.
Against Maurice Cheeks, who offers absolutely zero resistance. And
in Los Angeles, the Lakers leading Milwaukee by 11, 96-85. So the Blazers have won 10 of 11. They're still having a tough time gaining any ground.
They're probably going to lose ground. Magic's in a real roll right now. Cummings down low.
Shot clock at 5. 2 minutes left in the game. Robinson.
Cooper forcing the bad shot.
Backcourt foul on the Spurs.
Wayne Cooper's been the difference in this ball game. Kersey kept him in there, and Cooper's done the job. Cooper's really forcing Robinson to take tough shots, whereas Duckworth was fouling a lot. Very, very cheap fouls. I know you hate to see these 2 great giant players here, Duckworth and Robinson, playing and having a little 5'8" ref calling little ticky-tack fouls. Let him play.
The more calls he makes like that, the shorter you keep making him. He was 5'10".
Drexler just has no rhythm to his shot tonight.
Frustrating offensive night for Clyde. Cheeks for 3. Wow.
Knuckleball. Not one bit of spin to that. 1-point ball game.
Big shot by Mo, and he does not make many 3-pointers. 1:40 left. Blazers by 1. Porter.
There's Cooper again. Taking his strong. Oh, that's got to be a foul.
Buck Williams comes off.
Drexler with a great play. Keep it alive for the Trailblazers. Wayne Cooper should have gone to the foul line that time. He got hammered as he drove to the hoop.
Porter and Cheeks. Stop and go. Foul. Maurice Cheeks. Porter got him with a little baseline stop-and-go move.
Larry Brown is livid. He thought that the referee bailed him out that time. Terry Porter drives the baseline. Not much contact, but they call the foul there. He didn't really impede his progress at all, and with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the game, you hate to see a call like that go against you.
First foul on Maurice Cheeks, and here's Terry, who tonight at the line is 5 of 5. Portland leading by 2. Wayne Cooper nursing a cut lip right now.
Kersey back into the ball game for Cliff Robinson.
And Robinson gets a nice hand. 12 points.
That's a tough situation there for Adelman to substitute a guy with 1 minute and 15 to go. Robinson's already warm, has been playing well. Kersey's been sitting for a while. Yeah, he's got to come in and make something happen right away. Timeout, San Antonio. Larry Brown wants to set up a play.
A minute 15 to play. Our next cable game will be February 6th, Portland and Los Angeles. You can watch it on the cable system where you are tonight. Those of you in the best bet plan to be there again. That could be a game that sets a cable attendance record. Portland and Lakers, February 6th.
Should be a great game, and the Blazers are going to have to find somebody to stop Magic Johnson.
All right, Spurs down 3. Cummings.
Robinson, great tip.
And the Spurs keep it alive. Maxwell.
Bring it out and set it up. Post somebody up.
Strong drive. Can't score.
Offensive foul.
Maxwell.
Great call by the official. Steps up. Blows the whistle in a tough situation. Maxwell drives the lane. He's going to throw every limb he's got out there trying to draw some contact. He initiated it. The refs made a good call and calling out an offensive foul. The Blazers having a little bit of trouble getting the ball up the court here against some San Antonio pressure. Maurice Cheeks is as good as they get at pressuring the ball.
45 seconds, 12 on the shot clock.
They're going to bring Drexler across the cross screen here and let him go one-on-one against Maxwell. He's got a decided physical advantage here. There's Cooper. Yes.
Portland by 5, 33 seconds.
Terry Cummings driving left again.
Three-point try. Off the mark. Spurs still alive. 20 seconds. Three-pointer.
Made it.
Willie Anderson with a huge basket.
2-point game, 18 seconds.
Spurs want timeout.
Oh my gosh, Terry Porter almost lost it as Maurice Cheeks intentionally fouls Porter.
Portland led by 5. Willie Anderson hits a three-pointer to make it a 2-point game, and that is a huge basket, or the Spurs can kiss it goodbye.
Well, you got to get that long rebound. So often, the three-point shot ends up in a wild miss.
Point game.
Yes.
Drexler. 10 seconds. 5 seconds.
This game's over. Long pass.
Kersey deep. Doesn't matter. Portland comes from behind and beats the Spurs. The final score, Portland 109, San Antonio 103.
Drexler with the great steal. Finished it off with a beautiful dunk. Clyde barely got up high enough to dunk that. Blazers got some fast break opportunities, but it wasn't really a fast breaking game tonight as Buck Williams posts up here. Duckworth hitting, some key baskets. He had a lot of 15-foot face-up jumpers. Unusual for a big power man to take that kind of shots time and time again. As Robinson hits the baseline jumper off the penetration, being set up by the guards. Buck Williams driving, running the lane beautifully. Jerome Kersey was a huge factor for the Trailblazers all night tonight. On the boards, hitting jumpers, playing great defense on a great give and go here. Terry Porter throws up a nice left-handed shot. Tough with that elbow pad on there. Traveling, Sean Elliott. Geez, when are they going to call traveling in this league? I don't know. David Wingate, not known for his offensive abilities, as Terry Cummings hits a rare three-pointer. You don't see too many of those from Terry Cummings. See a lot of other points from him. Cheeks had a very, very strong game, but San Antonio just could not get any sort of offensive continuity going down the stretch tonight. Cummings working the boards very hard, but still, it wasn't a fast break game. Oh, as Robinson makes the beautiful high pass dunk. Drexler made some key steals late in this ball game, including the one that iced the game as Porter hits a three-pointer here.
Terry really came on. He finished with the big numbers, the 19 points and 12 assists and a lot of clutch.
He played very well as the Blazers go into a pick and roll here. Throw it back to Duckworth, who takes another 15-foot jumper. I sure would like to see him just take one dribble and try a slam dunk and break the backboard one time. Now that I'm not playing anymore.
You and I might have had to fill for about 40 minutes.
Terry Porter gets thrown back. Looks like the Super Bowl, which the 49ers will win handily. drives the lane, dips the shoulder in, and gets the three-point play. That was a very big basket for the Trailblazers there. Porter really came on strong, and Porter, Cooper, Kersey, and Buck Williams really led the way for the Trailblazers tonight, as Robinson and Wayne Cooper are shoving each other in the backcourt there. Cooper, long jumper, beautiful shot tonight. He made a lot of those tonight. I don't think he missed a one of those. Maybe one in the first half. Robinson with a fine shot himself, a very difficult shot. Petrovic back to Cooper, hitting the screener.
That's been his favorite shot, that jumper
during his whole career.
Feet.
You know, the big men always go out and help out on the ball, and then he just steps into the opening, and he's done it so many times in his career. Duckworth with a great move here, slams it home.
You finally got that dunk out of him that you wanted all night.
I thought Duckworth played a very strong game. He had some tough calls from the referees that kept him out for some of the time, but fine basketball player. Great game between two of the game's greatest big men, Kevin Duckworth and David Robinson. And Willie Anderson, a very aggressive offensive player, gets stuffed there by Buck Williams, who turns it into a fast break play for Terry Porter.
Real key in this game came on the defensive end, as you mentioned, Bill. In the third quarter, the Spurs get 24. In the fourth quarter, they only got 21.
Well, they didn't have any sort of offense that you could identify as being, well, this is what they're trying to do. It sort of just came by whatever the Trailblazers let them do. And the Blazer defense was so strong that there was just no chance for San Antonio to ever get any rhythm, any offensive consistency. And as Drexler makes the game-saving steal right there, that eliminated all of San Antonio's chances. I don't think Clyde was high enough to dunk it there. He pulled the rim down to do it.
All right, let's go to center court. Post-game guest Terry Porter with Bill Schonely.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Blazers Scoreboard Show. Those of you around our Trailblazer Radio Network on cable tonight, here at the Coliseum. Sensational second half. Welcome our guest, Terry Porter. Right here. Got things going in the second half. Really struggled in the first half, Terry.
Well, we had some unforced errors that really hurt us, and they were shooting the ball extremely well. They made a lot of wide open shots. We were able to drive very easily and get some easy shots. And of course, David Robinson did a great job. But I think in the first half, it was our offense more than anything else. We was in like a sluggish. We really wasn't in the type of motion and type of flow we should have been in. But in the second half, to our credit, we came out and did the things we need to do to win the ball game tonight.
And I think starting the beginning of the second half, you, along with Buck Williams, got everybody else going. And you came back and charged back even though you were down by 2 after 3. A fine fourth quarter. How about those outside shots by the old man, Wayne Cooper, huh?
Wayne played extremely well tonight. I think he took a kind of a challenge for the youngster tonight, having David here. But Wayne did make some key shots for us down the stretch, and, he's just going to continue to help our ball club coming off the bench and being intimidated and also being able to hit the open jump shot.
Talk about David Robinson, if you will.
Well, he's a great player. I think the referees kind of respect him, but I think, honestly, I think he's going to be a great player. He's very quick. I think he's the quickest. In the short time I've been in this business, he's probably the quickest center I've ever seen. But he definitely can block shots and he can intimidate. He definitely can run up and down the floor. So I think eventually he's going to be one of the best ones.
Out-rebounded San Antonio 50-40. 22 offensive rebounds tonight. Really going after the glass.
Well, we got the guys on our team that can go to the glass. They definitely can do it with Jerome and Buck and Duck even do it. Of course, Clyde's a good rebounder for a guard. And I get mines every time they tipped outside the 18 feet area. But we got a great rebounder team on and off the bench, and we just have to continue that for we can be a better ball club as far as getting in the break.
Late in the ball game, getting the ball in your hands, and then you got yourself fouled and you went to the free throw line. You had some big free throws yourself.
Well, I've been kind of struggling a little bit on my free throw. I was on the roll for a while there, but of lately I've been missing some, and I just really tried to concentrate on my release and my form during the shots, and they went down.
You come so close to that triple-double, and you missed it again by 2 tonight.
Well, maybe Buck or Jerome will be nice enough and deflect the rebound my way, and maybe I can get some.
But Buck Williams had a double tonight, 14 points, 12 rebounds. That's the 20th time he has led the team in rebounds, and what a blessing to have him along, huh?
Oh, Buck's been a tremendous addition to our ball club. I think that outside Portland, I don't think people realize how much he's helped our ball club. It's just been an enforcer underneath, being able to defend the bigger power forwards, and also to get out on the break, and also to rebound, and also to have somebody who can score and someone with the leader skills.
29-11, 20-2 at home. That's 12 straight times now a win over the San Antonio Ball Club.
Well, tonight's ball game was a little bit tougher than it had been in the past. We really didn't play that well overall, but sometimes that's a good sign of a good team, you know, being able to play, being able to win when you don't really play that well, and we did that tonight.
All right, we've got a little flying time down to L.
Says to Rick Edelman, why didn't you help him? So Doug Moe, who is now a little more pleased with his team's performance, can even venture a smile here with 2:17 to go and an airtight ball game. Tied at 112. The arithmetic shows 2 minutes 17 seconds left, and Portland has 9 seconds to shoot. In the hands of Porter. Slides in, tough shot, but the rebound, Kersey. And with all of Kersey's moaning at the other end, this time he ends up on the foul line. It's against Alex English.
Good defense by Michael that time. He gets Porter to take a real tough shot, but the Nuggets give up another offensive rebound to Kersey right there. Fat reaching in, draws the foul, and now we got another problem at the table.
The foul is on Fat. That is his third. And this is a chance to ice Jerome Kersey a little bit. Not one of the better foul shooters in the league. At 68%.
Let us see if it'll run. Right now. Let us see if it'll run.
Apparently the clock not even running.
Talking about trouble at the clock, did you see the shot by Trent Tucker yesterday in New York? Unbelievable. He has a 1/10 of a second. He catches the ball, squares up to the basket, shoots it, and the ball is about halfway to the rim before the game clock expires. I thought Jordan had a great line. He said the clock keeper should have been the MVP of the game.
Something rotten in Manhattan. Now Kersey with a chance to unknot this one. 12 points for Kersey tonight. One more. He's 1 for 3 from the field. That was correct. 13 points for Kersey. And that's enough to break the tie. 113 to 112. Portland with the lead. Denver with the ball. 10 seconds to shoot. The hot man is Lever. English. Well, this close game, you now start looking back to that three-pointer by Adams that was taken away and made a two-pointer.
Well, in a close game, you can look at a lot of things. What about bring 3 for 8 from the free throw line in the first half?
Porter off the screens. Terrible shot. And Lever tips it out to Michael Adams. Nuggets have Portland on the run, although 5 Blazers get back defensively. Time remaining in the ball game. Here's Lever cutting in. Can't connect on this one. Corralled, reeled in by Buck Williams. So the Nuggets last 2 times down. Unable to hit. And the Blazers maintain possession and the lead. Crowd coming alive as we come down to the final minute of the fourth.
And they go inside to Drexler,
who goes outside to Young, thinking about it too much. He's not been in that position much this year or in his career. And he took the steps with the heat on defensively. So the Nuggets get the ball back with just under 1 minute to go. And again, a chance to go in front. Panic.
huh?
A little panic there on why is Danny Young in the ball game right now?
Yep, good question.
Lou, if you want to get Chopper now, it's right here.
Oh, this is...
Okay, you ready to do it? All right, Dan, if you missed it before, you want to tell us that story about Chopper Travellini. If you missed it before, once again, we'd like to get into this story.
He walked over to the other side of the huddle.
So Chopper Travellini, who just for the second time in his career
Okay.
57 seconds and 6/10. After Trent Tucker, we got to watch those tenths very closely. Although I'm sure it'll help Portland more than Denver. But Nuggets with a chance to take the lead. One-on-one, Davis faking with Drexler. And Hugh Hollins turns it back the other way. He nullifies the Danny Young travel.
Well, Bernie Fryer's right there on that side. He had a good look at it. Adelman jumps off the bench with the traveling signal. Hollins comes all the way from this side on the baseline and makes the call.
Portland hanging on, clinging to the one-point lead. Buck Williams, and that's the story of the game. 24 for Williams, who has made his baskets inside, hammering away. Hanslick for three, almost had it to tie it. But now with 20 seconds to go, Nuggets have to foul, and it's Drexler who put to the line. So Hanslick thought he had enough room. Nuggets still had time to go for a two.
Yeah, but it all goes back to the basket by Williams down here on the other end. All game long, the Nuggets have been double teaming, and they're leaving somebody open because that's the only way that they can stop these powerful offensive players that Portland has. That time, another double team allows Buck Williams to roll down the middle of the lane, and he scored a big, big basket in this game.
Here's the play set up with Buck Williams doing the damage.
You see Hans has to jump up there and try to make Porter pick up the basketball. Michael still runs, and that makes Buck's wide open down the middle of the lane, and he comes away with the 2 points, giving him 24 for the game. He's 10 for 14 from the field, Al.
Buck Williams, who averages 13 points per ball game. 24 points, 13 rebounds for Williams, and when it has come down to it, Williams has been the difference in this ball game. So the Nuggets are now down to just under 16 seconds with Clyde Drexler at the foul line, and Clyde, a 76% foul shooter, who has hit all 3 of his shots tonight from the line.
Well, if he hits even just one of these, the Nuggets are going to have to go down, probably take a quick three-pointer, and hope they can come away with the steal.
Or Michael, just another 4-point play, that's all. Mainly the 5-point play. 116 to 112. Clyde, the 7th leading scorer in the NBA, 24 a game, looking for his 21st. Delivers. Nuggets in a hurry. Walter is open. He's hit a 3 already tonight. And that should do it, although Fat Lever making sure the Blazers tick down every second before this one is over. And he commits the foul.
Well, a good effort by the Nuggets tonight. They played much better offensively in the second half. And when you play a good team on the road like the Nuggets are doing here tonight, about the only thing you can ask for is that you give yourself a chance to win the game, and the Nuggets certainly did that. Had the game down, in fact, took the lead late in the game, but Alex took a quick turnaround jumper, and then Fat missed a tough shot going down the lane when they were behind by just one, and both times they were able to score.
Doug Moe has to feel a little better about the upcoming affairs, as the Nuggets will head home for 7 of the next 8. And looking to pick up some ground in the Midwest Division over the course of that time, although Denver was some tough competition at home. They'll play Charlotte on Thursday night, but then San Antonio comes in on Saturday. The following Saturday, it's the New York Knicks. A couple of great Saturdays at McNichols. David Robinson and the Spurs, and then Patrick Ewing and the Knicks.
And then the week before the All-Star game, the Atlanta Hawks come in for a Sunday afternoon game. Indiana, who's playing pretty good basketball, is in, and Chicago. So though the Nuggets really have a home court advantage coming up, they play some very difficult clubs during that stretch.
A reminder that you could be the next contestant for the Continental Airlines Challenge with a chance to win tickets to fabulous destinations or a new Jeep Wrangler. Entry cards are available at Denver area Jeep dealers or Continental ticket offices. Nuggets are led by Fat Lever with 22. Walter Davis has 21 points. Alex English with 18. And we may add that for English tonight, this is his 804th regular season game in a Denver Nugget uniform, and that ties a team record. He is now right there with the horse, Dan Issel, at 804. So the Charlotte game, Alex will be passing the horse down the stretch. And I know, Dan, I know you remember each and every one of the 804.
No question about it. You want an interesting statistic for this game? Right there it is. The Blazers have gone to the free throw line 33 times tonight. The Nuggets 11.
And another key stat, Portland 58 rebounds, the Nuggets 37. Second straight game, Portland has out-rebounded their opponent by 20. Did it to the Nets the other day. So as you can see, the crowd, the 547th sellout, and half of it already to the exits. Alex English hits a three-pointer, and he has 21 points as the buzzer sounds. And that three-pointer makes it a three-point loss.
Now they're going to give Drexler the free throws. They're going to say that Hanslick's foul came, so a chance for this to be a 5-point loss, but it doesn't make much difference now.
And when we come back, we'll give you the final score as Clyde Drexler steps at the foul line. Back with that in a moment. That is, I mean, that's you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a joke.
Yep.
He shouldn't be officiating in this league. He's the kind of guy who takes things personally. I mean, he's a personal.
Buck Williams,
Buck Williams.
24 points and 13 rebounds.
This thing is so big you can't find what you need when you want it.
Okay.
What do you want from me, Lewis?
Turn it around.
All right, do we have that? I need the Miller Player of the Game card. You have it anywhere around? Alex. What number card is that, Lou? Card 3? We got it. No problem. You want me to do this right now, Lou, or hold off on the Player of the Game? Do you have, if you have Alex's three-pointer, That's the only one he's taken this year. If we need to fill now. Test one.
2, 3, 4. Talk to me, Lou. Okay, thanks. Hello. Can you hear me all right, Lou?
Okay. There is the final mathematics on the scoreboard. Clyde Drexler giving a gift by Hugh Hollins, scores the 2 foul shots at the end as time ran out. All academic as Portland wins it by the score of 120 to 115. The Nuggets nearly pull it off, but the Blazers down the stretch able to hold on. The Nuggets trailed by 13 at halftime, made the run in the third period, outscoring Portland 34 to 22. Certainly in striking distance in the fourth quarter, but the Trailblazers hold on to win it. The three-pointer by Alex English in the closing seconds. Alex getting the ball in his hands, top of the key, and letting it fly as the Nuggets were down by 6 points with under 3 seconds to go. That's the first three-pointer that Alex has attempted this year, so I guess you would say he leads the NBA in percentage, batting 1,000 from three-point land. But there's no question on who the top player was in this ball game for the Portland Trailblazers. Buck Williams with 10 field goals in 14 tries from the floor, 24 points to go along with his 13 rebounds, and he made that big shot at the end of the game in the closing minute. Tonight's Miller Lite All-Star of the game is the former New Jersey Net, who is finding a home here in Portland very happily. And the Miller Brewing Company will make a $100 donation to the Net Foundation in Buck Williams' name. He's also had some great help. Clyde Drexler had 23, and Terry Porter with 21 points. He had 11 assists, 9 rebounds. Missed the triple-double by just the rebound. And the almost Denver Nugget, but very much Portland Trailblazer, Terry Porter, is with the horse.
Thanks a lot, Al. Terry, a big lead at halftime, but the Nuggets got back in the game in the third period.
Well, you know, the way the Nuggets play, they're going to always come at you, and they got a couple of breaks and they hit some great wide-open jumpers tonight, and kept them in the game, and we just didn't get back enough and get to the guys quick enough. And, you have to give the Nuggets a lot of credit for playing last night and coming out and playing well tonight.
One of the best starts in this franchise's history. It has to be nice after the year that you went through last year.
Yeah, it really is. Last year we went over so much of controversy and everything. It's nice to have a group of guys who's really having everything in focus on what we're trying to achieve this year and come out and playing hard. And I think this is just going to continue and hopefully get in the playoffs and do something.
Now, Terry, you have to have a little soft spot in your heart for the Nuggets. They made you a very wealthy young man this summer.
Of course I do. I have a very soft spot for the Nuggets. I appreciate the offer they gave me for my skills, and I think they got a good bunch of guys on their team too.
Well, congratulations on a great win tonight, and good luck the rest of the year.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
Okay, Terry. Terry Porter, our interview, and we'll be back to Portland right after this.
Coop, how you doing?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Chargers scoreboard show. Nice win tonight. Got the hard way, I suppose. We're led by this fella right here. Welcome, Buck Williams. Buck, on the third
How much did Fat that nobody, he didn't approach?
7 rebounds, 5 assists.
You want to say anything here before we pitch it to stats?
No.
Well, you did it on the board tonight. You equaled a season high of 58 total rebounds. That's a lot. 15 on the offensive board. And you alone had 13 of those rebounds, 4 big ones in the fourth quarter.
I know it all. You got it.
You won the game tonight, but one of the stats they're going to look at, I know the coaching staff and the rest of the teammates are going to turnovers tonight. They had 24 of those tonight. Yes, we turned the basketball over the jersey, we turned over the tonight, and hopefully we'll find out when you're like that. If you push the basketball over the floor, you're going to turn it over.
7, 19.
Absolutely. You wound up with a season high.
Would that be right? 7 out of 10.
8 of those big in the fourth quarter.
7 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, him pushing that ball. They always get a chance to get back to the game. All the way for the best Joshua Lee, and when their guys are on, they're going to play well out there tonight. They want to try to play well. How they came in and his contribution. So when you're in a football game, defensively, you sort of like clap down in the